Yeah, I think it was delivered by just, I got to get this done. This was this voice in me that it's like, only you're going to show up to this. So that was favorable. It was like, I've got to be the one to set up this practice, to start booking the schedule, to start seeing the clients, to start doing the notes to every client. Like, you've got all this red tape of tasks that if you don't do it, you're going to lose your license. Like there was going to be a loss of some sort. So it becomes a reward. That's what you tell yourself in your brain, that there's a condition you have to apply so that if I don't do that, I'm my own authority, yet I'm a bit rebellious because I never really had true authority. Like they were off living their own lives and I could lie to my mom and she had no clue and live in her life. And you know what I mean? Like I created that. And I intentionally knew that at like 7 years old. So this task stuff was me thinking and my brain was convincing me that this was survival in a good way. And I was rewarded. So come in with my clinical perspective, dopamine hit, you get rewarded. Every time I crossed that out, it was like another hit, it was like, yeah, nailed that. The dopamine got connected, it got rewarded, dopamine hit again. And it just becomes like it's your next fix. Like you're just so excited. Like you're like, yes, reward.
Yeah.
So much to the point where then when I realized my 9-month-old turned into 9 and I didn't even see it, I realized I was just doing the same thing that my parents did to me, didn't see me. So I needed to change generational issues. And once I got that, I was like, okay, I'm taking responsibility for this here and now. Like I'm not going to continue this addictive cycle. It's not okay. So I can look like anything.
Yeah.
I can hide behind anything. So rewarding, oh yeah, love that. Loved the addiction. Cross that through, tick. But then when I started finding myself automatically just ticking and going, this is never ending. How long am I really, truly going to sustain this?
Yeah.
It was almost like this infringement of punishment that I just, like honestly, your typical day of taking care of 10 tasks, I was working 90 hours in tasks, trying to convince myself like that this is sustainable. And I was missing 2 meals a day and found myself in pneumonia going, oh, I've got pneumonia. Like the addiction was so bad that I did not even realize how sick my body was. And this is what you hear about adrenal fatigue and but they don't tell you why, because your adrenaline is going somewhere. That's why you have a fatigue issue, is because your adrenaline is going into something. Trust me, I loved it. I was nailing vendors and $30,000 contracts. I was living a real strong corporate life. But then to fulfill that supply and demand, if nobody showed up, if your employees didn't show up, who was fulfilling it?
Yeah.
Who was fulfilling it? It was me. Or at least that's what I thought, right?
Yeah.
Classic ego, right? Dear ego comes in.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.